Good evening everyone, welcome back to Tom Plays Factorio for absolute beginners. We just got concrete being made, which is fine. There was an attack by an enemy on our mines, so probably from this base here, so we need to deal with them. I want to get this outpost defended so that we can move towards getting a second off-site copper mine. But before that, I'm really fed up of running out of coal, so I think we should maybe go and plant a fifth coal mine. Although suddenly I'm wondering if we actually need one. That's not an out of coal situation. Okay, I might change my mind about that one. It actually looks like we're doing pretty well. Okay, guess I'll leave that then. Let's head straight to the other two. And we just missed the iron mine. We didn't, however, miss the quarry, so let's stone train, I should call it. We can just use that to get back. Actually, with that in mind, let's make sure... Oh, it's heading off, good. I wanted to make sure the copper train didn't get stuck behind the stone train, but it would appear that that is not going to be a problem. Right, let me make some doors. And let me sort this out. I'm going to assume we're not missing any iron there. That's an extremely small base. Huh. Okay. That's far less trouble than I was expecting. I tend to assume bases will be rather bigger than that when they start launching attacks on us. But fine, I suppose not. Oh well, bit of a waste of some drones there. Well, never mind. Right, so I need... to start with some defence. See, what I could do with doing is plant something here, but I want it as far out as possible because I don't want it being affected by any of the fighting that goes on. Okay. So I guess we'll just see how far we can get. See, what I should probably have done before we started this was done the actual railroads. Never mind. They're quite really? Oh, that's a nuisance. It's quite a long side here, so there's plenty of room. I just wondering if I've left myself enough room to do a decent gate now. I don't think I have. That's annoying. Right, okay. Okay, well it's still early on enough that I can actually just pull all of this back. Even though it's extremely annoying to have to do so. But ultimately, I'd rather have it done right. Right, can I now make doors across? I know it's not like essential really, but I just feel happier having doors. Perfect. Right, so that will be our link to the copper mine. So I should probably take a lesson from that and do rails going in every direction as well, before I build any of the remaining defences. Oh, I should at least be able to get to the corner. Oh, actually no, because I need to know where the corner is, don't I? Okay, no, that's fine. Let's just get you started. And yeah, I guess we will make some railways going out. So even if we don't use them, we know that they're there if we need them. Right, that'll do, I think. We just want to be sure that our walls extend far enough out for us to actually make use. Well, for us to build doors. Okay. Let me just check this. I think that's far enough. Yep, went one too far there though. Okay, brilliant. Right, we're going to have a copper mine to the south, so I am expecting attacks from the west to be more likely. It's basically, when I say this, it's about where I'm placing this inserter, because I want it to be furthest from the direction I think attacks are going to come from. Essentially. Okay. So just looking ahead to when we have a copper mine up and running, which is going to be the next act of business, with the probable exception of... Hang on, you need to be one further up. Of the production science pack. Because we want to get that up and running first. Of course. May as well start accumulating them, so that we'll have them when we need them. Okay. Building outposts is never the most interesting of things, but it's very important nonetheless. Yeah, I think we're going to need another one. Pretty sure that will do it though. That is right, isn't it? It's about on the level. Any problems there? Right, so I think this time I'm expecting more attacks from the north, because the west does have the sea, and I don't know how soon we're likely to do any kind of mines in that direction. And the production science pack is finished. Awesome. It's good because I'm running out of walls. Probably other things too, but the walls seem to have been the first things to go. So yeah, and that pretty much got us to the end of our ammunition anyway. So we can pick up some more ammunition, which would be good. Definitely don't want to leave that too long though. Okay, so I'm guessing that everything's kind of stuck. So you're sat at that iron mine there, but you're filling up, so I don't want to disturb you. And the copper mine is stopping the quarry. Stone train, I should say. Just let them offload a little bit of cargo, so at least it'll stop. Cool. But mostly this is just to get us a lift back. Should I bring the copper train back first? Probably not worth it. It looks like it had mostly offloaded. May as well let it load up a bit. And give the quarry a bit of time to offload. Oh yeah, we're getting pretty full up here, aren't we? Oh well. At least I shouldn't have to worry too much about it getting full. Right, okay, so we're going to have to set up the production science pack. Rail electric productivity models. We actually have all of those things already. So with that in mind, let's think of another technology which would be vaguely useful. I don't necessarily want it doing immediately though. Weapon shooting speed 3. I know we're doing quite well for armaments. Seem to be keeping ahead of the enemy quite sufficiently, but it would not hurt to go a bit further. Right, so what are we actually short of? I can make a couple more fast inserters. Not too bad for inserters or power poles, really. Not very short of anything, but I can immediately see. Ah, transport belts. Definitely short of transport belts. And walls, of course, which is the primary reason we came back. And we're also going to need more ammunition, but that is not a problem anymore because we are making heaps of the stuff. Excellent. Okay, brilliant. Right, so let us look at setting up production packs. So I think these are a bit like the military packs in that they're not as heavily needed. I could be wrong. I feel like they don't get used for every technology. I think it's kind of like the military ones don't have production in. So I kind of feel like we could probably get away with just one of the production pack setups. So we need railways. I think it's all stuff to the north, isn't it? So I think we're probably just going to come in at the side here. And let's get a little assembler. And then let's see what we need. So, three items, which I think should all come from the north. So, the railways will probably be the thing on the west, because I think our railroads are being made to the left of most of the other stuff. These things here. Right, so things are a bit crowded down there, so we might be in with a better chance if we try and come across here, maybe. We've used fast inserters for the other stuff on the railroads, so I'll give them a fast inserter here as well. This is going to once again justify our quarry, because we're going to need more stone to keep up with all the railroads. Right, so if we all need to get to there, don't we? So that's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. kind of shutting off any further extensions to the engines here. But to be fair, they do seem to be keeping up with demand pretty well anyway. It's mostly the advanced electronics that are the bottleneck. I'm sure we can work around it if we have to. Okay, so electric furnaces productivity modules, they're both up here. So in fact I think this is our electric furnaces. So we shouldn't have too many issues here either. You need more iron plates. Okay. Fast inserters here as well. We are. Okay. In that case, you go for it. I'll have as many of those coming, of course. And does he want production modules? Yeah, productivity module 1. So I think that is unfortunately on the right. But nonetheless, still not particularly difficult to manage. Or at least it wouldn't be if I hadn't managed to block everything off there. That still works. Now in theory we could have tried to use one conveyor belt for this. I don't see any desperate need to do so. Okay, so in theory, although some of those components are quite slow to build, that should give us... We are still getting advanced circuits here, aren't we? I didn't cut them off or anything. No, it looks like we are. That should start building us production science packs. Probably far too slowly, but... we can worry about that later. Actually, I can move that down one, so it's obvious who it pertains to. Okay, so what do we use here? We've got an arithmetic combinator. And it looks like it's just green wire and then red wire, which is fine. So we've got input chemical science pack. Okay, so if I get an input of production science pack, I want it to be greater than 0? And if that's the case, I will output a pink signal. I just want to use this purple. Okay, pink will do. And then I want you to enable, use colours, and I think pink signal greater than 0, I would guess. Looks broadly right, at least. Proof is in the pudding, of course. So, right, so far we have none of these things. We do have an advanced thingy coming. But we need 4 of them. Yeah, have half of mine. And production science is actually being made. Productivity module, sorry, not production science, that's what we're trying to make. And they have just released one. So if they only need 1, then that might be enough to turn that light to purple. Yeah, it's only the rails they need more than 1 of. So hopefully not going to be using these for a while because it looks like they're going to be extremely slow to build. I might need to look into that and see if the things we can do to speed things up, although a big part of it's probably going to be our advanced electronics factory, which ultimately tends to come down to the amount of iron and copper that we're getting in. I should probably put production modules in here, actually. I'll think about it. Productivity modules. That looks good, though. Seriously? No purple? Okay. I swear those things look purple on the map. Never mind. Right. Oh yeah, of course. So they've both sat here, which gives us an extra one, which is good. But we actually do need to get these fast inserters to start moving the purple ones as well. This is nice and easy because they come in at one corner. So we just want to permit them across until they reach the opposite corner. Hang on, that's not right. And the one's going down. And this time it won't move because there are already 2 in here. That's good. I think we've got them done. The middle one gets everything anyway. Yeah, that looks good. And it looks like by giving a load of advanced circuits to this guy here, part of me kind of feels like this is a waste, honestly. Tell you what though, I'll give you all my advanced circuits and then I'm going to take 50 of your electric furnaces and dump them in here. Should keep them going. Productivity module doesn't seem as bad. And this is iron that we're short of at the moment. Not horribly short of it. Here's the iron mine. Oh, right. Iron train's up there. Right, let's get you moving. I might just give one of you all of my iron plates. No, you don't need my iron plates. You need my iron plates. You can have my copper cable as well because I don't need that. Brilliant. That's what I got there I don't need. Not a lot. Use some steel. I did grab plenty of ammunition, which is good. I need to replenish those iron plates that I handed out. Drop this wood off. The detail on how we're doing. Right, it does look like it is running out now. Filling up, but almost at least getting to zero. So we might need to think about putting down more accumulators. I think I do have some in stock. No particular reason that I couldn't put them in. The new outpost, I suppose. Just grab some more inserters. And how are we for transport belts? We need more. Okay, we might be able to hitch a lift on the iron train if we get there in time. Copper has landed, that is good. Getting there at least. This is the bulk inserters in action. I'm just worried this one's going to get full up. But at the same time, I don't really want to stop it if I can avoid doing. Because it tends to be the mine we've just left. No, we're fine. Mine's too empty. It tends to be the mine we just left that it gets stalled at. So I don't want to be heading back to the bigger mine with some iron plates still on board, because that will just make the problem worse. Let's check on the mines, they do look okay. So actually, if I was to make a start on some accumulators. May as well use the ones I've got at least. Alright, we're not able to charge, it's already too late at night. But at least I'll charge tomorrow. In the meantime, let's see if we can get this finished. Intact insofar as it goes, looks like it is. Okay, just got thrown off course there. Not sure I fancy this tree's chances, but we'll see. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to offload the ammo as well, aren't we? So right, getting this all set up, but we don't have any ammunition to give at the moment. That's not going to be any good. Just make some more gates. There's the box. It's nice having an abundance of ammunition now, though. Okay. And we have the weapon shooting speed. Excellent. So we've done that before, we don't have to do anything with it, it's just going to make all of our ballistic weapons more effective, including over gun turrets, which is the main reason why it's useful. I do feel like we've severely outshone the natives in terms of military capabilities at the moment. Okay, so got a few things we can do. I'm not even sure what the advanced combinators do, I have to say. Low density structure, more effective military. Some of these are quite long. I do at some point want to look at the advanced oil processing. So the tone between that and the electric energy distribution too. Let's do the advanced oil processing, because then we can look at setting it up next time. And it should allow us to start accumulating some more useful bits of oil, and it's probably about time we revisited the oil anyway. Yes, I've mostly been leaving it to its own devices up to now for quite some time. Right, let's just check this. Yeah, I think this is good. Need to be very careful because we might actually get trains on these tracks. And perfect. What are we thinking? Well, part of me is wondering why the ammunition hasn't arrived yet, but maybe it's just being slow. Attack's definitely more likely from the north on this occasion. I've put my power points in entirely the wrong place. They need to be one back. That's why I normally put the inserters in first. Ah well. Yeah, the ammunition's arriving. We're fine. Can probably even make this a complete loop. Oh. Okay. Right. So we're actually probably going to run out of turrets. Which is fine. Minor nuisance. Only just though. And still get one in the corner there. Attacks definitely from the south. Although either direction is not very likely. there we go. That is pretty much done. Just needs a bit of time for the ammo to catch up, and probably one more gun turret. But other than that, I think that outpost is ready to go. Out of power poles as well. Okay, brilliant. Now let's just hitch a ride back to the main base. And actually fix this. I think I noticed this had gone wrong earlier when I was re-watching. It didn't really matter, but it's needed to sort it out. Oh, good. Wanted this one to go so I could keep things neat. Okay, anyone want to give me a ride home? You'll do. So yeah, I mean that's most of pretty much everything we're going to do, I think. I'm quite looking forward to getting into the advanced oil processing with but yeah, essentially we've made this outpost, made it defensible, so we're now going to look to set up a second copper mine, which should be good. And the other thing was we've hopefully got the production modules operating, being built. We should... Alright, don't want to wait here forever. Should allow us to start accumulating them well in advance of when we'll actually need them. So we've got plenty of technologies to do before we need any of the purple vials. Alright, actually looks like the copper is stuck. Interesting. We are completely full up of copper. But not completely full up of iron, and here I am working towards making another copper mine. Kind of make you wonder. Okay, never mind. Let's work out what we are missing. Right, well, I'm missing a lot of underground belts. I think principally I need iron plates. Some more fast inserters, very low on transport belts, and out of power poles, of course. Our next step is going to be the copper mines, so we're probably going to need more railroads. And we probably want to stock up on ammunition. And we're also out of turrets. Okay, is there anything else? Look, I can immediately think of. want to make some more doors, of course. So probably want some more walls. Yeah, I guess that's about it. I mean, with that in mind, I might tell the copper train to take off, because we've got a lot of stuff that's requiring the stone train. So maybe the copper train can just go and refill itself up while we get all of our stone projects underway. I did want to look at accumulators, come to think of it. Let's put down 20, but if we can get a few more, or preferably a lot more, that would not be a bad thing. If I can remember where they are. They're over here. Good. I can check those iron mines while I'm at it. Just might want to move some of those off site. Oh yeah, we've got loads of accumulators. Just ready to be used. So we can definitely do that. This mine is amazingly still going strong. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Let's just double check on the production vials, although they were definitely working. So not tremendously worried. Plenty of iron coming in. We just don't seem to be able to get it to where it needs to go fast enough. We possibly are going to need to start looking at the faster conveyor belts, faster switches and such like, so that might be another thing we want to set up next time. Potentially. $102, not bad. We're out of the cyan ones. Okay, so that's good. So yeah, obviously we built an outpost, which is a bit boring, but happy that it's effectively done. Just needs another gun turret, and we can move on to the copper mine, which would be nice. I think the lack of coal was a bit of a red herring. We do seem to be doing okay now for coal. Whether that will carry on when we get onto the advanced oil processing, I do not know. But yeah, that'll be good once it gets finished. So maybe for work on the copper mine, the oil processing will be ready to go when we come back. The accumulators seem to have helped a bit there. It didn't quite run out of energy last night, so I'm going to put some more down and hopefully we'll be looking good for energy. So yeah, probably next time we will dump the accumulators, start on the copper mine, and by then we may be ready to work on advanced oil processing, and we'll see what that can give us. I think to start with we'll mostly be storing the 2 new types of oil, because we don't yet have a use for them. So we'll probably be making a lot of storage. But we'll see how it goes, and yeah, discover the joys of oil. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.